Hey everybody out there, it's Alabama Dayton coming back at you. All right, so it has come in the mail. This is a lot faster than what I thought it was going to be. Um, for those who don't know what's in the mystery box, I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'm going to let you take a guess. Now, I talked about it in one of my last videos. This is going to be for watchmaking, restorations, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to give you just a moment to take a guess of what it is. And yes, I'm smoking in the watchroom. So I'm going to give you a hint on what it is. First things first, I'm going to show you the golden egg. This is one of two that I have. It's a golden egg. Now, what did we talk about? What did I talk about that I was going to do? And what did I order in order to do it? It involves my golden egg. Comment below. And God, this watch is sexy. I love this watch. Okay, so we're going to put the sexy watch back down for right now. And we're going to come over and we're going to go ahead, we're going to open the box. Now, yes, shame on me, I'm smoking in the watchroom. But I don't do that a whole lot, so I think I can be forgiven for it considering it is my watchroom. So let's start to unbox what I've ordered. I got a set of instructions with it. Okay, I'm going to have to hang on to this sheet. This sheet is explaining everything that I need to do. Work must be absolutely clean before plating. Plating will no adhere to an unclean surface. Okay, they need to work on their English because obviously this is not from the U.S. I'm not sure which country it's from. I can take a guess, but we don't absolutely know, so I won't say because I don't see any Chinese on the box. Put my cigarette out. There's not much of it left anyway. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start taking it out of the box. This is my electroplating machine that I need to gold plate stainless steel and other cases that were maybe perhaps gold at one time, but now are not, or missing a lot of it. So let me get in here. This is packaged up very well. So let's get this out of the box. Let's just have a look at it. Don't know what to really think just yet. Doing. Alright, there's the box. Put the box on the floor. It looks pretty serious looking. Oh my. It's got a plug in. Ooh. Look at this. So let's just have a look. Now I don't really know how this even works. I have a good idea. I experimented with it several years ago. Now I've got the machine. I didn't even know I could buy it on AliExpress. Okay, so we have Genuine model APS 1503 regulated DC power supply. So okay, that's what we've got, and these must be the little connectors for it. So let's go ahead and undo them and see what we got. So there we go. Looks like little screwdrivers. let's see. Am I supposed to take this all the way out, I wonder? I would think not. Unless, I don't want to force it. Interesting. So, I've got these, but I'm not really sure what I need to do with them. How do these plug in? I suppose I need to watch some tutorials on this. Interesting though. Got the power cord right here. Take this off. So, okay, got the power cord. I still don't understand this, okay? Now, that's pretty sharp back right there. But okay, so I've got the positive red with red, I'm assuming. Yes? Yes, I would assume that's probably correct. I see a ground and a negative. So I would probably need to put this right here to that right there. This is interesting. I don't. Am I supposed to force that in? Oh, there we go. It just snaps right in. All right, so it's snapped in. Tighten it down. Okay. We have a ground and a negative. And I already know from electricity, from me being a journeyman electrician, that the ground really doesn't do anything. So I'm assuming that this just needs to go into there. Okay, that is in. How about that? It snaps right in. I guess that's to hold it down. Very good. Okay, so I got this part figured out for the most part. Now that looks like that can go in more, but I'm not going to force it. It has already snapped in, so I'm just going to leave it just like that. Just going to leave it like that. That's tight. That's tight. And so really, I think all I need to do is tighten up the negative on here. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need to watch out for these little wires back here. I don't need to cut those. So I'm just going to tighten this down. And yes, this is me pretty much playing with something I know nothing about. Okay, so that's on there. This is here. Got everything I could possibly think of I need. So there we go. We have the plug-ins. They may not be in all the way, but before I start shoving anything anywhere hard, I'm going to wait and watch a tutorial on it. But so here is the machine for electroplating gold. I have it sitting. So this is going to be very interesting process for me to learn with. Now I want to see if I can adjust my camera down so you can take a better look at this. So let me just try to get zoomed in a little bit more, and then you'll be able to see it. And I'm sorry for the shakiness of the camera. All right, so here we are. We are looking at this machine. Very nice looking machine at that. So this machine was $40. I'm doing Karma, or however you want to call it, Chimera, I don't know, just whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm doing payments on it. So the initial down payment was $20, and then the rest of it will be paid off in due time each month. So I can imagine I plug this in and then I turn it on, whichever is. This will be my gauges from what I can gather, and that's going to tell me how many volts are going through it for the electroplating, and I guess how much gold I want to adhere to it and what amount of time, I can imagine. Now, I'm still trying to remember when it comes to gold plating. I want to say that you want to put, I'm trying to remember if the positive needs to go onto the gold itself and this goes onto the stainless steel. It could be reversed. I don't know. I will watch a tutorial on it, of course, and then dive right into it. So we do have the machine now, and I do have a plastic container that I do believe I can use, and that's going to be used to hold the solution and be able to dip the watch into that solution in order to plate it. Now, I'm trying to exactly remember from what I've watched on tutorials. You have to treat the stainless steel or it's not going to stick to it at all. I think you have to go over it, I want to say, with like a little swab or whatever of distilled water. And you want to make sure it is distilled water because there's mineral deposits in tap water, calcium, and etc. And you want to go over it in that distilled water, and you want to treat the stainless steel until it starts to form water driplets running off of it, beating off of it as if it's been waxed heavily. And I believe at that point it's been treated, and the gold coating will stick on it. And then you can just start rubbing the gold on it or dipping it into it. And I want to say for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and that's more than enough microns to cover it. But I'm going to be doing a little bit more experimenting with it. I want to make sure that the gold I put on will not rub off ever in time. So I'm putting a pretty heavy amount. I want to say a full 60 seconds is probably what I would like to do. Now, I can imagine, even though I've never done this before, if I go over it too heavy, it will start to flake off like gold leaf. That's just what I want to say. That just makes the most common sense to me at all. So I don't want to keep it dipped too long in the gold solution, or it's going to use more than it needs to, and it's not going to be as effective as it would be if it was 30 seconds. So that's just things that I will just have to try and do. I do want to see if this machine does turn on, of course. So I do have my extension cord here, and I want to come over. I want to plug it up. I want to see exactly what it does. So let me see. It is indeed plugged in. That's plugged up. Okay, so that is on. Looks like it is on, and it's putting out volts or amps or whatever it is that it needs to do. So let's see. Okay, it's us turning it up pretty high. You see the gauge move here. So that's really cool. So, okay, so the machine does within itself work. It is on. I'm not going to touch the positive and negative together. I think that would be very bad if I did. So we won't. But this obviously tells me how high the voltage is going to the machine as I turn this knob for the gold plating to take place. I'm not really sure. That may tell me how many amps, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to read the instructions. But to me, that would make a lot of sense. But I see the voltage going up, but I don't see the bottom needle moving just yet. So I will find out more on that. Go ahead and turn that off. Now, I did do a video, and I showed you some gold bars that I had. I haven't produced that video out just yet. I may show a clip of it if I have it. But I was thinking about using those gold bars to help me in this process of understanding gold plating more. I'd like to see if I could use those bars to borrow from it to transfer over without having to buy any gold solution or scrap gold. That would cost me more money to actually get this done. So I'm going to look into that and experiment with that. So this is just really awesome that I got this machine today. I think this is going to be a game changer for me. So we'll be moving on to that. The golden egg. I would love to have a gold band, oyster band for it, bracelet in metal. I know looking on eBay, it's very expensive to buy those in good condition. It's very expensive. It seems like it's kind of rare to do. So, I think if we don't buy an original gold bracelet from the 60s or 70s, I think our next course of action is going to be, as we have this 1954, 53 Rolex Precision that I restored. I think what we're going to do is we're going to order off from Raffle Dials. We're going to get a stainless steel band like this. We're going to treat the stainless steel to have gold adhere to it, and we're going to gold plate an aftermarket bracelet in 14 karat gold. And by doing that, that would be a less expensive way to go about acquiring a bracelet that's going to fit the golden egg, because not every Rolex band you buy from different places is going to fit the case. It has to be a certain bracelet for a certain case. That's just, obviously how that is. Being a 34 millimeter, it's going to be 19 millimeter lug to lug. And then, of course, you have to look at the depth. You don't want the last link here, the end link, you don't want that butting up against the bezel and pressing up on it and causing damage anywhere with friction and scraping the gold that Rolex applied back at its time to that case. That would really piss me off. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually get a vintage bracelet off Raffles Dials if I cannot get one off of eBay. I know off eBay, like I said, they're very, very expensive. They're not complete. They're banged up. They're going to need a lot more work. That's fine and dandy, but however, just for learning how to gold plate, I want something I don't have to put a whole lot of work into. I want something I can just treat the metal and see if the gold does adhere and stick to the material on the bracelet itself. So I think that's my course of action. I'll just order a couple bands from Raffle Dials to experiment with before moving on to the real thing. Kind of like on this channel with the 3135 movements that I've had. I bought the clone and then I moved on to the real deal. And it does make the process much, much easier to know that you can screw up a clone movement and not screw up a real Rolex movement. So, in a sense, that's exactly what we're going to do here with the band. So, this is very pretty, though. Let's turn it back on. It did seem like the red light did stay on for a while. Oh, yeah, it sure did. So, we know there's some capacitors in there that store energy, so we need to be careful with that. In the future, if there's anything that needs to be done to the internals, that it will hold a charge even after it's unplugged for a little bit of time. So word to the wise there, it's not good just to unplug it and then dive into anything internal if it needs to be adjusted, fixed, or replaced, because that light being on tells me it's basically got some mini batteries in there that hold power for a while. So definitely. So I got to figure out what those bottom gauges do. If you know anything about electroplating, comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you know. This is uncharted territory for me in the sense that I've dabbled with it before, and I have gold plated one or two things. I have a quarter that I gold plated, I have a penny I've gold plated, etc., etc. But at the same time, I haven't had a machine like this. And so I'm going to go ahead and unplug the machine because I'm not using it right now. I need to develop a station for it because I have a station for my microscope. I got a station for my watchmaking, and now I got a station for my electroplating. And yeah, we're moving right on up in the world. So I'm going to definitely have to make a little area for this, put a desk right here or a table or something like that. As a matter of fact, I think I have one that I can use. So I'll be breaking it out as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, wonderful little machine. It looks like it's pretty well made. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna see what it can do. And that was the unboxing for you. If you know anything about gold plating or anything else, please let me know in comments below. Tell me what you know about it. Tell me a little bit more about this machine if you know anything about it. If not, I'm going to dive into some tutorials on YouTube myself for people that do this, and I'm going to learn as much as I can. So when my time comes, I'll be able to do this. Absolutely. So yeah, this is going to be fun and just a journey for all of us when we do this. So this is Alabama Deep. I am out of here, guys. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Please comment below what you think about electroplating. If you know anything about it, chime right in. Until next time, I'll see y'all on my next video.